happy Monday. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a great Monday and start of an amazing week. So, today I'm having a very good friend of mine, Melissa, with me. And the reason that I'm having her is that when everything was crashing on top of my head, and I thought that I lost everything and I don't have anyone or anything and I didn't know what to do, I decided that I'm gonna find a hypnotherapist out of the blue. I just knew that I had to do something, and because I didn't have very good experience with therapy, I decided to find a hypnotherapist. And she really helped me. And one of the reasons that I really like Melissa and what she does is because she's a hypnotherapist. And today we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about how hypnotherapy can save your life and basically change you. Let me see if she's on. Melissa Hendriks. I'm inviting her. Let's see if she's here. I just sent you an invite. Hi, anyone who joined me? Let's see, she's not here yet. Melissa. Okay. Just have a little bit patience with me. She's coming. I cannot see who's. Oh, hi, Tammy. I was gonna say I cannot see who's watching, but I just saw Tammy. Hi. And I'm waiting for Melissa. Here she is. Yay. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm
How's
good. How are you?
good? How's Spain?
Spain is hot, piping hot.
Oh
Wow.
my God, I see your videos
Yeah.
and I'm just like, it is hot here too, but it's so amazing, having the ocean by your side. I can't complain either. I'm next to the ocean, but like Spain is beautiful always. Thank
Oh,
you.
show me some pictures of there.
I will definitely
Post
share it.
some. Yeah, I'm so
I
curious. Yeah.
I will definitely do. Thank you for joining me, by the way. Before you came on, I was telling my viewers that one of the reasons that I have Melissa on, because when I was going through, hi Eugenia, and when I was going through a very, very hard time, when everything crashed on top of my head, the first thing I thought, I don't know how, but because I didn't want to do therapy, I didn't want to go to therapist because, again, I had a very bad experience from before. But I just knew, I was Googling and I came up hypnotherapy, and I said, this is something, and I read about it and I said, this is something I really want to try. And I think one of the major things that helped me to get on my feet and get a good start was the hypnotherapy. And I was so lucky, I was so blessed having this amazing lady who was a hypnotherapy. And then when I met you and I found out that you're a hypnotherapist, I really wanted to bring you on, and I wanted you to talk about, first of all, talk about you a little bit and how come you became a hypnotherapist. And then I want us to, I want you to tell us how it can actually change someone's life. So the stage is yours. Tell me about you. How did you become a hypnotherapist? Introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm. It's a bit sad story, but okay. It's the story, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is, yes. So my name is Melissa Hendriks. I'm a hypnotherapist. I live in sunny Spain.
Beautiful place.
Very hot at the moment. Yeah, yeah. I'm really happy because I can walk to the beach really, so really good. Um, so how did I become a hypnotherapist? Well, to be honest, I was really depressed, and it was so hard. I was so depressed even that I was scared to get out of the house. So I can't imagine that now, but it's like a past life, right? So, but it's also part of me. And I remember just didn't want to go get out of bed, you know. That's what happens when you're depressed. Not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, not feeling happy, and just not just done with everything. But there was this little voice always telling me, Melissa, no, 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 get up, and you need to go and take care of yourself. And because I think a lot of things happened in my life that caused me that, and it's your environment also that gets you down sometimes. But at that time, I it was so bad that I had the children. I have two girls, and they were really little, and my husband went to work every day, so I was alone with two girls, and it was so hard. Um, well, a lot of mothers, if mothers are watching, if you don't have any family, if you live in another country, I didn't speak very good Spanish, so everything came at once. I had to take care of the children. It was so hard, no help, right? Not asking for help because I didn't speak the language,
Exactly.
and yeah, really hard. So, but yeah, I was like so grateful because I knew this voice was telling me, no, Melissa, you have to get up, take care of the children, and that's it, you know, because there are only two, and other one was a baby, and the other one was two, and so much noise and so much energy, and I had to really, really focus on just being there for them because there was a point that I couldn't even shower. I mean, mama, 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 breastfeeding. Well,
Yeah,
I think, yeah. So I think it's one of the hardest things to bring up children, right? Nobody tells you how
exactly.
to do it.
Exactly.
Nobody tells you how to do it. I think it's good that nobody tells you because otherwise you wouldn't have children.
Would you
And
listen? No.
yeah,
I don't think you would
it's not
have.
easy educating. I think I really realized it at the end. It's really, really difficult to educate another human being, right? It's a hard job, and it's a fulfilling job also.
It is.
Anyway, so this voice was calling to me. Yeah, this voice was calling to me, but luckily, and there's a universe for you. I was afraid to get out of the house, not feeling worthy, but there was like a playground next to my house. I really had to go out of the house, take the children to the playground. So let them play, you know, and because this voice told me, Melissa, you need to take care of your children. They need to play, right? And they need to socialize. Even if you don't want to socialize, that's fine for now, but you need to, your children are not the fault of this. So I kept going, and
Mm. Give me. She's probably disconnected. She'll come back on our feed. Hey guys. Oh, she was telling this story, and she told us that the story might have been a sad story, but it has a very, very beautiful ending to it. So I hope she's coming up again. And Tana, don't worry, she will. You can actually find her online, and she's a coach, like she does a hypnotherapy, and she might be able to help you. So it's really good that you know that you need help. That's the best thing. Usually we don't know, but when we know we need help, help is always given. But remember, help is always given to those who ask for help. So it's good that you know that. I'm happy. Yeah, let me see if she can. Bear with me. She's connection. Mm. Mm. Yeah, she's probably disconnected. Spain, Wi-Fi. She'll come back again. Any of you have any question for me or any question in general while we're waiting for Melissa? I can answer. I can talk about it. It was so funny that she was talking about nobody tells us how to be a mother, and that's a good thing. I was actually today, like 30 minutes ago, I was really sick today. I was sick all night last night, throwing up. I have a stomach bug. I don't know what it is. And then this morning I was laying in bed and I was just thinking, oh my God, I want my mother. I want my mom. And then I remembered, see, I've been by myself since I was 16 and I've always learned to take care of myself. But when I'm sick, the only person that I want is my mom. And then after like around like 40 minutes ago, I told myself, if my mom was here and she would tell me, get up, go put on some makeup, fix yourself, this is all you can do. And I actually did that. And I did also text my mom and she said the same thing. And it got me thinking that I'm so much like my mom, and I never appreciated her until now. It took me years and years and years and a decade of pain maybe and a lot of things to finally appreciate her and understand her the way I am who I am because of her. Although that sometimes I felt that, oh, she's back. I felt that in the she was tough, too tough sometimes maybe, but I really appreciate the way. And it got me also thinking that we all are who we are because of our mothers. And some of us, I especially, uh, was not so loving towards my mom for a very long time for stupid stuff. But now I appreciate her in another level now that I'm mature enough, maybe, wise enough, and I just appreciate her, and I want everyone to do so. We all do, we all love our mothers, but we never put ourselves in their position. And some of us hold grudges. Again, personally, I used to do so. I used to hold grudges until I was put by this beautiful universe in the state where uh, it made me understand my mom or my parents better, and it got me to forgive. I don't want to even say forgive them, because when I understood, it was nothing to even forgive. So I want you all to look inside of you and dig and see if there's anywhere anything you're holding against your parent. Try to put yourself in their place at that time and see if you can understand them better. She is back, but I cannot add her. Let's see. Hello. Here she is. I'm adding her. Hi.
Somebody called me on Messenger, and then my phone got really weird and it just stopped. So please
Uh,
don't call me when I'm live.
you know what I do when I'm live? I put my phone on airplane mode because that happens.
Ah,
Yeah, the best thing is I forgot to tell you. Anyway,
yeah, let me do
yeah,
that.
do that now. Put it on airplane mode
Let me do
and
that quick because no,
exactly. I know.
that's a no-go.
I know.
Sorry about this.
It's it's a live feed. Things happen. I hope your Wi-Fi is not. I think I disconnected her again. Oh my God. Just the phone on pray mode. Good. You're back. Nice.
Yeah, back.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I think you're used to Zoom, and Zoom doesn't have it, won't. But when you go with Facebook Live and your phone, always put it on airplane mode. And okay, I was telling while you were gone, I was telling people that your story might have been sad, and it's a sad story, but it has a beautiful ending to it. So proceed. You were talking about being a mother and taking the kids to the playground.
Yeah. So I took the kids to the playground. It was close by my house, of course. And there were a lot of circumstances because we lived in this village, and I'm like a really feely type of person, right? So, and there was lot of gossiping around, a lot of, yeah, you know how that goes. And I told my husband at the time, you know what? My soul is not meant to be in this village because I am not aligned with gossiping, talking around people's back, and no. So yeah, we moved finally, and I just felt, ah, right? You
Relieved.
need to
Yeah,
find your
exactly.
yes, no. And I didn't want to bring my children up in this environment, right? Because yeah, it exists, and no, for me, I couldn't stay in that environment. You need to really find your tribe, your yeah, your tribe.
Your piece, basically.
So if,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's really necessary to be on the same frequency, and if not, that's okay. You know, we all have our journey in life. But my soul was really telling me, Melissa, you need to move. Melissa, you need to move, because I felt it in my body, and I felt it before, because I had a job in Holland, and I was so I didn't feel the same feeling, right? It was before. And I got pain in my neck. I was thinking, oh no, this job is just like, because if you don't listen, your soul, it will give you signs, right? And it will give you
Yeah,
pains
I
until
know.
you listen. And it
And if
will give you the
I,
disease.
and if you don't, it will put you through so much pain till you understand. I've been
That's why
there.
you have a disease. That's why it's called a disease, right?
Exactly,
And I was having
exactly.
pain in my neck, and I was thinking, oh my God, I need to leave this environment because I can't take this negativity, right? And so again, this came through when I had the children, but I had to do it myself. Everybody knows nobody can help you. You have to
Exactly.
help yourself.
Yourself.
Not even my husband could help me. Yeah, he went to his work. He had to provide for us, right? He was tired, all of that. And my children couldn't help because they were young, so I had to do it myself. So I saw Ralph Smart. If you've never heard of Ralph Smart, I would highly recommend watching him.
I will.
Now not so much. Now, yeah, I don't watch him a lot now, but then yeah, in the
Well,
beginning
smart.
I was like hooked on him. Yeah, and he was like talking about being worthy, right? And you're good enough. And even if so people tell you that you're not good enough, that these are just opinions of others, right? Others'
Exactly.
visions. And
Exactly.
that's okay, but you're born whole, you're born complete. Oh yes, I was watching him on YouTube the whole time. Yes, yes.
Exactly.
Then I came
Exactly.
across, yes. And then I came across others, of course, some older folks, some from India, because in India, of course, they're highly spiritual, of course. He doesn't live anymore, but his name was Robert Adams. He was talking about self-inquiry, so going within, asking, who are you? And then the
Exactly.
first thing that comes up to you is your name. Yeah, you know, right? The first time is
Exactly.
your name, and then you have to go within, who am I? Like, I'm this spiritual being, right? I'm born in this
Exactly.
body, right? Yeah, I have to
Exactly.
love everything. So, and I did inner child work. I did everything on YouTube. And then suddenly, I don't know what happened. Let me think. I saw like an advertisement, yeah, for a weekend, a free weekend to learn about hypnotherapy. And in Spain, fantastic, and in English, because my Spanish, now I speak fluently Spanish, but then it was like, okay, this is in English, cool. Yeah. So I went to do the weekend and still feeling anxious. I remember that feeling really anxious, right? Going there because I really
Exactly.
felt, yeah, you know, right? But I still felt like doing it. I even cried after. I said, "Well done," because you forget if you go through stuff, you go through the fear. And there's this beautiful book that's called, what's it called? Facing the fear and doing it anyway, right? Or feeling
Exactly.
the fear
Yes.
and doing it anyway. Fantastic book, little
Amazing.
book.
Amazing. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing.
Feeling
I
the
have it.
fear and doing it anyway. You
Yeah.
have it? Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I remember that book, and I was like crying at the on the way back in the car, right? Yes, I went through it. I was like, because I couldn't sit with other people because I couldn't, I can cope being around a lot of people because of
That's
what
so,
happened at this
you're
job.
so brave, that's the thing. That's the bravery of our, like, we are souls. But again, when in the moment that you're awakened, right now, now right now you're aligned, right now you know how to do it. But in the moment when I believe people say the soul is awakened, I believe the human is getting awake. When our human is getting awake, when we understand that we are not more than just a human, and we are soul, we are in that very, very dangerous. I think I felt it. You feel everything 10 times more. That's why the crying, that's why the emotions. But it's so brave of someone like you, because I know I've been there. When you do it, when you face your fears and do it anyway. But fearing being among humans, that's, I think, one of the biggest fears you can actually face. So good for you. I'm so proud of you. That's like amazing.
Yeah, it's just judging yourself really, that not thinking you're
Exactly.
good enough to be around other people. And that's it, right? It's just thoughts in your head like, no, 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 don't go. You're not good enough. Blah, 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 blah. And not
Exactly.
even realizing that, right? Because then you have to catch your thought. I learned that also. The moment you
Exactly.
realize that you're,
Stop
yes,
it.
you have to catch the, yes, catch the thought because it's just a thought. It's not you.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I went to this weekend and I remember crying back in the car on the way back and I was saying, good, very good, Melissa. I'm proud of you. Really good.
Uh,
Because we forget to praise ourselves, right?
exactly.
Yeah. So, and then I went through the course, still feeling anxious, but still doing it. I mean, it was only 1 weekend per month. And we had to do hypnotherapy on each other. It was really healing. So I needed this healing also. So I was healing while doing this course. And then, yeah, I finished after a year. And then, of course, you had to practice on other people, right? I mean, that's how I got into it. And gradually, you start with scripts. If you really want to know how it works, you start with scripts, and then yeah, you don't need any scripts because people don't want any scripts, of course, because scripts like you can't read
Exactly.
what you're saying to the person, but like yeah, and then oh no,
No,
okay,
we're
it's
good.
okay.
We're good. Yeah. Don't be scared. You're
Oh
okay.
my
That's
God.
that's the beauty of life. That's the thing. Things happen, and like you just have to deal with it. But
Yeah,
one thing that really amazes me is that all of us, like, I personally got into this. I made transformation my business to heal myself. And I'm not the only one. Like right now, the story you're telling me is not different from my story or a lot of other life coaches and like hypnotists, the people that I talk to, the people that in our line of work. Most of us, like 99% of us, are in that line of work because we are our own first client. We do that for ourselves to begin with,
true.
right?
Yeah, yeah. You need to heal yourself first to heal others, right? And
Exactly,
still it's a
exactly.
process. I mean, it's
Always,
still a process that you're still, wow, you're still learning. So we're
always.
not perfect. I learn from clients. My goodness, I just love the negative and the positive, of course, feedback because otherwise
Yeah.
we won't grow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the beauty of this job is I believe universe gives you the clients that you need to get to the next step of healing. For example, I didn't want, I told you, I remember 2, 3 months ago, I told you, I don't have a niche. I want to work with everyone, anyone who's committed to the work. Right. And I didn't want to pick one group, but recently, for example, a group of ladies, they found me, they reached out to me, a group of ladies who've been in relationship with narcissists or are trying to leave, and I'm coaching them. And I, again, in the beginning, I didn't want to, but since I started that, I've realized that literally universe have given them, because by working with them, I'm healing myself. I'm finding stuff in myself that still needs healing. So that's the beauty of this too. I believe universe always gives you what you need to get to the next step.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You just need to ask, right?
Yeah,
Believe and then just
exactly.
release.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
are, you
Yeah, it's
healed
not always easy.
yourself and you're a hypnotherapist. So how does it work? Tell my viewer how does it work? Tell us about your.
How does it work?
Yeah,
Yes. So to give you an example, because during the day you can really be in this relaxing state. I mean, hypnosis is just being in a calm, relaxing state, right? Having contact with your subconscious mind or your higher self, whichever way you would like to call it. And an example is like when you're watching TV and you're really into watching this TV, like you're really enjoying using all of your senses focused, right?
exactly.
And then somebody tell you, "Hi, Melissa, what do you want for dinner?" Or "Can you help me?" And I'm like, did you really shout at me? Did you really ask me something? That's a relaxing state also, because this movie takes you into this relaxing state. Or when you're driving somewhere and you're like on autopilot, there's also like a
Exactly.
hypnosis. Like, yes, so you're not even realizing that you have already reached your destination, right? And like, oh wow, I'm here already.
Exactly.
Because meanwhile you're thinking about other things, and the driving, it's in your subconscious mind. So
Exactly.
yeah. So using hypnotherapy is really therapy, um, to give you positive suggestions, right? First, we get you in a relaxing state through hypnosis. And then, whichever is needed, I give you the positive suggestions to say to your higher self, your subconscious mind, to really cure you. And I'm just the person that is suggesting it, right? You are doing the work. The same thing with your clients. They need to be committed 100% to really want to quit any habit that's
Exactly.
really embedded in their subconscious mind. Yeah. So I'm just like a tool, right?
Yeah, exactly. We all are, that's the thing. It's like, it's all about how committed you are to your growth, to your healing, to whatever you're dealing with. When I went to this lady, I think it was after 2 weeks that I don't remember. I really don't remember the first 2, 3 weeks after what happened to me. And the first thing I remember, that I woke up in the middle of my kitchen floor, and my dogs were licking my face, and that was a week after. And then I don't remember much after that, but I remember I got up. I was talking to myself, my other self, right? What Emerson talks you says, when you go through pain and hardship, you get introduced to your other self. When you were in pain, there was another you, the other you were telling you that you can do it, right? You can move, you can do it, you have to do it, right? That's your other self. That's the soul, basically. And I had the same thing. And my other self, like this me, I always say, told me that I need to heal. I need to fix myself. That was my only thought, that I have to fix myself, and I can never stay in that state. And that's why I was very, very committed to my healing. But hypnotherapy really helped me because of what you just said. She would put me into relaxing state, and she would give me scenarios and words And after that, every time I saw her, I would feel so much better. And I found out from first session we had together, and I think I saw her even till like 2-3 months ago. So she told me I just don't need, So it's really important. Although that you're a tool, you are a very, very important tool, and you know what to say and how to say.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's really powerful. I think you can even do it yourself, right? I mean, it's called self-hypnosis or even meditation. It's like a meditative state. So I would highly recommend to everybody if you're noticing that this negative thought keeps coming up, right? There's a way to quiet your mind, get back to your soul, because it's always there to protect you. It's always there. Just quiet your mind, focus on your
Exactly.
breathing, close your eyes, and just feel peace in your heart, right? It's there. It's there. It's just this spark of joy that will never leave you, never ever leave you. And just check
Exactly.
in with that part.
You
Yeah,
do live meditation,
yeah.
right? Where can we find you? Where can my viewers find you? Because I know you do live
Well,
meditation on Facebook.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm doing live meditations when I feel like it, because I was doing it every day, but now I'm
Okay.
like I just go live when I feel like it, and on my normal feed. But I just mention it. You could program the live, right?
I will add, yeah.
And yeah, and then every Wednesday I do like a beach meditation in the morning. And I'm doing a weight loss program. So if people need to lose weight with this lockdown, you're eating too much, you can't
I
go
love, by the
out
way,
of the house. My God.
I love your food. I love the pictures of your food. I also, I will leave your, I will leave your Instagram
They're on
account.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I
All
will leave
right.
your
Yeah. All right.
Instagram account here too. And guys, follow her on Instagram. She has like, I'm a sucker for food, and I'm always in prep right now. Like, but I can watch the pictures, and I can enjoy. And the pictures are beautiful. I wanted to ask you about that actually. So you do use hypnotherapy for weight loss, right?
Yes. I'm focused on weight loss a lot because I find I'm attracting a lot of clients that need to lose weight. So I have a
Mm-hmm.
5-week program, right? It's one hypnotherapy session per week. You can contact me, of course, whenever you need to. And I have 7 rules you need to stick to, and they're not that hard. And yeah, if you have any questions about that, just yeah, you can contact me in Messenger.
When does
I
it
have a business
start?
page here, but I'm more on the whenever. Yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
don't
so
do
it's
groups at the moment.
oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
You don't
it's
do group.
online. It's yeah,
Okay.
no, at the moment
Okay.
I don't do groups. No, so it's online. So it's one-on-one. And
That's great.
I started a new group that's called Powerful Intermittent Fasting, because I find that more people are wanting to fast. Even the people that are in my hypnotherapy weight loss, they're asking me, Melissa, can I do some fasting with the weight loss? And I was like, yeah, of course. So
It's amazing. It's an
I
amazing,
just,
intermittent
yes,
fasting. It's good for
fasting,
your,
guys.
yeah, exactly. It's
Oh,
one of,
it's so powerful.
yeah, and it's not just about, it's not about, again, I always say, as a bodybuilder, I always tell people building a beautiful body is the easiest thing. A lot of people may not like it. I didn't like it when my coach first told me, but now I know better. I'm actually having the same program. I have mind, body, soul program, because as long as, if you want to have a body, you want a healthy body, it comes from here. It's all mind, soul, and body all together. So I like what you're doing. We should actually get together for that too. I want to know more. So anything else you want to tell
Yeah,
me
come in
about
my
this?
group. Come in. I just started the group today, right? And this group is only about really lifting each other up. So if you want to see more recipes, I'll put they're in the
I
group.
please
And I
add the
would
group
really,
to the chat after. Yeah,
yeah,
put it in the comment section. I really
yeah,
wanna I wanna
yeah. All right.
join the group, and I want people to join the group too. And
Yeah,
I will,
come
yeah,
in, come.
yeah.
Let's do a live together in my group. It's fantastic because it's so powerful to do some fasting. The intermittent fasting is should I explain it quick?
Yes, yes. Of
Yeah?
course.
Okay.
Of course.
So you can't eat. Okay, so you can't eat in the morning until 12 o'clock, and then you could eat. Oh, you could drink water, coffee, or tea, right, in the morning, and without sugar. So yeah, and then you eat between 12 and 8. That's fine. And then after 8, you can't eat again until the next day 12. And it's powerful because let's face it, your digestion is going to work more. The word fasting it means that your digestive system is going to work faster because the more you eat, the more your energy goes to digest your food. And if you leave it for a little while, whoa, you get clearance, your concentration gets better, you get more energy. And I'm losing the sugar for 1 week. We're doing it for this week, but that is me. That's my decision. And but if you want to do eat sugar, that's your decision. So I'm trying this to get more energy and focused energy.
It is actually, it is more focused than energy. Like that's the thing. Sugar is the
Yeah.
worst. It's worse than any drugs. And we think we need sugar. We don't. Not the cane sugar, not the white sugar that we're actually consuming that much. So it actually gives you more clarity. It brightens your skin, your spirit, everything. So
Yeah.
I'll suggest I don't do intermittent fasting because when I'm on prep I have to eat certain thing on certain time, but on off season I do it all the time because it just makes me feel good, and it is the first 3-4 days it might have its own turn, but when you do it right, when you do it with a coach, you always do it the right way, and that's why we all need coaches, I always says. So,
Yeah, I just love it. This is the first day and I'm not missing the sugar. But for me, the turning point will be at night because I'm a night person and sometimes I find myself eating right
yeah,
after 8.
exactly,
So
exactly.
tonight will be or something sweet.
drink
Whoa.
drink water, drink lots of water. I want to ask
Yeah.
you I want to ask you
I'm going into
something.
the group and ask for help. Even if I started
Exactly,
the group, that's what I told her. I
exactly,
want a community, right? Where we just need
exactly.
to uplift each other. It's a group, my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
mean,
that's the
we're
thing.
human.
That's the right, that's what I always say, we are teachers, we are coaches, but we need help too, we're humans, we are all of us. We That's why you make the group, that's why you become who you are right now, right, to help yourself first. And that's the one thing you said that was really important, that no one is coming, no one will ever save you, you have to save you. And when we understand that we don't need anyone, actually, the only person you have, and that is you. And again, it really caught my, you said it. I'm saying it all the time. I'm hearing it from a lot of people in our line of work. We just got that we don't need anyone because no one is coming. If you had just sat there and did nothing, you wouldn't have moved. So that's one thing I want people to understand. No matter what, in any situation, listen to yourself, because there is something inside you. There is another you inside of you. I don't know, call it soul, call it source, call it God, call it whatever, your inner child. I started with inner child. You said the same thing, right? Call it whatever you want, but listen to it, because what's inside you all is there to guide you. One thing I want to ask you
Yeah, there's a
now,
teachers in school. Yeah.
when you look back to that Melissa, what do you see? How do you talk about yourself then when you look back to yourself?
Yeah, I just asked this question on my feed because I feel it is still needed. I asked a question yesterday. What would you like to say your teenager self?
Exactly. Chill.
You know what I thought? Yeah, yeah. You know what I thought? I thought I wouldn't change a thing. I
Exactly.
would not change a thing because otherwise we wouldn't have grown. I mean, even the depressive self that
I know.
yeah, that came through.
You know,
I
that's
mean,
self-love.
everything.
That's truly self-love, Because
Yeah.
I used to always in my life, I used to look back at my younger self and I hated myself. Like, why did I do this? Why did I do that? But now, after all this happened to me, now I look back, I look back a year ago, I look at my pictures and I don't know that person. I really don't know that Elahe. But I love her, for the first time. I look back each stage of my life. There are stages that I know that person is still me, but like the person I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, all I see is this sad, broken person who's trapped. All I see, even like I look at my pictures and I tell myself, how come no one knew? And I I told my mom, and my mom told me, baby, you were fooling yourself. We all knew. We couldn't say anything because you wouldn't listen. But
Yeah.
again, I look at myself and I love myself. I love that broken person. I love that sad person. And I don't want to change anything, as exactly what you said. And I think this is self-love. I always tell myself, I truly have accepted myself, all the stage of my life,
Yeah.
everything that I've done, all the mistakes, all the wrongdoing, everything, right? So it's really important. This is really good. This is really amazing what you said, because I can feel
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's healing. It's healing. I think I think you get trapped in the feeling of I think, yeah, it's healing to just go back there and talk to your younger self, and just
Yeah.
comfort your younger self, even if you could do it mentally, but then
Yeah.
it's always there because it's a part of you,
Yeah.
right?
You should.
So, and the moment you do this, yeah, sometimes I just put it in my meditations. I just let them visualize their younger self, because you forget. And your younger self, even your inner child, is so joyful, is so beautiful, is
Exactly.
so, oh, I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about it, right? I mean, it's just living in the present moment with not a care in the world, and just it's inside of you, it's still there, right? You can just,
Exactly.
I'm telling you, I'm feeling it's just there. Just think about that joyful feeling, and it's just part of you. It will never leave you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I have another question. Well, I know, again, as a
yeah,
happiness coach, I always tell people it's my job to be happy, but it is just like there are times that we're not happy, right? There are times that, uh, there are times that you're like, you're low, your vibration is low, you don't feel good or whatever. How do you talk to yourself? How do you bring yourself up to what is the process? What do you do? Tell us your process.
yeah. Well, my personal process is I go into nature. Yeah, and I do it every day. And I'm lucky to go to the beach, right?
Exactly.
And I'm lucky that it's summer now. Yeah, and so I really do earthing. So I take off my shoes, I put my feet into
I
Mother
do the
Earth.
same thing.
Yeah, because and I do it every day, because if there's a day that I can't go, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't gone, and I feel a bit trapped, right, in the house. And but then I've always been very energetic. I am not a person who can stay in the house the whole day. Like today, I've been in the house the whole day, and I know I need to go for a walk, because my body, I listen to my body. It's so powerful, guys. Listen to your
Exactly.
body.
Exactly.
Your body is conscious,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Yes. So you need to really focus on what your body needs. So even if your mind is like this, I'm tired, your body will tell you, I need to move you. Go, we'll go for a walk. So that's what I
Exactly.
need to. That's what I do, because I'm going through also a lot of turbulence in our house now, in our family. And yeah, I need to just go out and just regain some energy, and that is what I do when I don't feel happy. And I catch the thought, and then if you really realize that you're talking negatively to yourself, and you could catch the thought, then you're already halfway there, right?
Exactly.
Because some
Exactly. Oh
people
my
don't
God.
have no idea. They're thinking negatively. Oh, I have to go do this. Oh, I feel crappy. And then if you say I feel crappy, you're going to feel
Feel
crappy.
crappy.
But
Exactly.
the moment you hear yourself saying, "Oh, I'm going to feel crappy. Oh no, I can't go and do this," then the moment you realize that, oh my God, that's so powerful. You say, "No, I'm not going to feel crappy. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to do this or change that. Put on some music and just feel it." and let it float out of my body, or go
Exactly.
walk or do something, right? Yeah. But then
Exactly.
it's different for everybody. Just, yeah, I think it's different for everybody. What do you do?
Well, I do the same. I'm like, one thing that really helped me was catching the thought when it starts. Like the moment it started, I just like said stop. And but for me, it's just like the stories. Exactly what you're saying. The stories that you're telling yourself. And yes, nature for me too. You know, I asked myself, where was the last time I was happy? I was truly happy. And then I remembered that I was next to the ocean. So I decided to pay everything I made for a room next to the ocean. And that was the best thing I did, you know, because it really, truly kind of saved my life. Every morning I would get up and I would feel this horrible pain in my chest. And I just looked at the window and I would say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. I'm free. Thank you, God. I'm here. Thank you, God. You know, gratitude just by looking at it, and then walking, you know, grounding. But the most important thing that you mentioned, and I do, we all do, is catching the thought when it starts, you know, and just, it's so easy. It's just so easy. It's easier than going spiral down, because the moment you say stop, you listen to yourself. And that's why, again, you don't need anyone to make you happy or make you good or make you feel good. You have yourself to do.
Yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
another one is gratitude, like you said. So, especially the mornings, powerful, and just before you
At
go to
night.
sleep,
Yeah.
because then you're in a relaxing state. Yeah.
Exactly. So at the end, do you want, is there anything else you want to add? Anything else you want to tell us?
Yes, if you believe you've had a past life, I do past life regressions. So I
Nice.
love past life regression.
Nice.
Yay!
I didn't know that.
So they can come to
Oh,
me.
I will
You
come to
didn't
you.
know that?
I didn't know
Oh,
that. No, that is amazing.
oh,
We should
fantastic.
we should talk about it once. We should, like, actually, I should bring you on and we should talk about it. We should do it like on, like, live on Facebook.
All
That would
right.
be fun. That would be really fun. So thank you
What?
so much.
Take you into
Yeah.
past life,
Yes, yes, yes,
live.
yes, yes. Why not?
Really? You want to do that?
Yes, why
Oh,
not?
wow.
I have nothing to hide.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think we should do that. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I like that. Let's have fun.
That's really fun.
You
Yeah.
know, life is supposed.
Oh, you're so happy, coach. Such
I
a happy coach.
know. Life is supposed to be fun. Let's have fun. That's all about it. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And thank you so much. Thank you for coming live. Let's do that again. And thank you all for watching. Please write your groups in the comment when I share this, so people know where to find you. And I will also add your Instagram, so people can find you and follow you. Amazing food. And have an amazing, amazing rest of Monday. Have a great week, and we talk later. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye,
Thank you for
guys.
having me.
Thank you for coming.
Ciao.
Mwah. Bye.
Bye.